Hi, and welcome to OpenMindShow.com. My name is David Lintner, and today we're going to be interviewing a very interesting guest. This is the husband of Anita Burns, who is the developer of a new and ancient healing process, an energy process called Re Hu Tek, Alan Burns. So Alan, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
It's nice to have you here.
Yes, it's fun to be on my own show.
It's
For a change. I'm usually behind the camera.
Yes, usually behind the camera, doing everything, camera, sound, and so on.
Yes.
So Alan, what is Re Hu Tek?
That's not an easy question to really answer.
Would you rather answer another question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
No. Re Hu Tek is an energy system that uses universal energy from a source that we are told is the Earth itself, supposedly the core of the Earth, and a source in the cosmos known as the central sun, or the core black hole in the center of our galaxy. Thus the ray, known as the central sun, is where that name comes from Ray, which is not the local sun, but the central sun in the galaxy. But the energy is of a universal nature, and it's all around us, but tapping into it is a matter of finding the correct frequencies and being able to align oneself with those frequencies.
Now, how did you first come in contact with this energy?
Much of my life I was sort of directed, not always consciously, but unconsciously, I was directed to a group of people who were sort of Christian oriented, and they seemed to have a different energy than what I had known in Christianity before, because I'd been around church for quite some time and had been baptized in the Spirit, spoke in tongues, and all that. This was a little different. The energy that they were exuding was different, even though they call it the Holy Spirit. There was something tangible, something really very different from what I had known in Christianity before. And being around this group for a while, it started to awaken in me, and I felt this energy surge, and when I used my voice and made sound, it would start to sort of just come out of my body, out of my hands, out of my voice, out of my eyes, and that's really where it started.
And it wasn't called Re Hu Tek at that time, was that
No,
correct?
it was called the Holy Spirit, according to them. And eventually I decided that I'd had enough of the confining belief system in which they were under, and left the group, and wasn't sure if I could still use the energy, but it turned out, yes, I could. And it never left, and I was looking and starting to read metaphysical books and sort of widen my perspective on things. And eventually that led me to Anita, who happened to work at a metaphysical bookstore. And turned out that she was also a trance channel, among other things. And we started to explore what this was all about. The first time I demonstrated the energy on Anita, she literally passed out on the couch. She just fell over. And that was sort of a shocker for her, because she's a Reiki master and had done a number of energy modalities. And that was a sort of a wake-up that maybe we need to investigate this a little bit. So we started to investigate it through readings with Johar and finding out where it came from.
Where did the name Re Hu Tek come from?
It came directly from Johar, who said Re Hu Tek, and we did some research, or Anita did some research on hieroglyphs, and found something very close to that, Re Hu Tek, which means the sun god sends forth rays of splendor through his voice. We thought, hey, we might have something here. So there was some validation with the name also.
So you found that this energy, if you will, appears to go back to ancient Egypt.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little more about that?
Well, it goes back to a man who was a commoner in Egypt. His name was Imhotep. He became second in command of Egypt during the first dynasty. He was under 3 pharaohs. Zoser was one of them. And he was what you might call a genius or a Renaissance man. We were told that he eventually reincarnated as Leonardo da Vinci and Benjamin Franklin, very similar, types of people. And he was the person who designed the Step Pyramid in the Saqqara complex in Egypt, and is one of the most well-known Egyptians, actually. And nothing like the mummy movies, though. He actually was a very good guy. And he was reawakened when he was very young, in his teens, to this energy through a couple people that visited him, and it woke something up, and may have been what allowed him to do all these tremendous feats and accomplish so much in his lifetime.
And this energy is a universal energy. It's not related to any particular style like Reiki. It's not limited to that. It's
another lineage that actually goes back beyond Egypt. We found out later that it goes back from off-world and has come to us from some friends of ours who have been sort of helping us along the way.
Okay, could you say a little bit more about these friends of yours?
I don't want to give away too much because we are writing a book about this, but they supposedly come from a planet called, roughly in English as well as we can speak it, Archon. And they're what is commonly known as the Palladians. That they have been helping us for about 10,000 years or so. And they're the ones that actually brought this energy to the earth, or how to access these energies to mankind. And it's been here ever since and passed on through various lineages and people. It was brought to many different continents and many different people, and has been lost and found along the way, and it ended up in Egypt.
Now, since you have been working with this energy, since you and Anita began working together, how has this developed, and what are you doing with it?